Ramakrishna, oh, Ramakrishna is there? Yeah. Okay. So everything coming correctly is okay. So, uh, told by Abhinay that he has actually talked to you yesterday. Right? The class was there yesterday. Um, right. So, we will get into the wrap up mode. I think this is the last class, so we have to just see, what are the questions, concerns that you may have, as far as the course is concerned. We'll see, try to spend some time today. Uh, I think regarding the question paper and all that, I'm told that the local college, every college has been asked to do it, with their teachers, So, I think what is expected is a decentralized mode of evaluation. So I will suggest that you give a lot of weightage for the assignments that people would have done. So if they have done the Vishwa assignment and the two assignments that we had given, so there are in all about 4 assignments that are coming. More than 4 assignments, I think. One was that initial Java client-server programming. We said making it into a thread-based program, right? That was one question that was given. And then we also, while doing it, we also wanted them to put it on the cloud and then connect it up with the cloud. So that could be one other assignment. So as they have progressed and they've worked with you, who are the people who have been working and who have been able to do that, plus the Vishwa assignment. Then the 2 assignments that we gave on the Hadoop, right? So if they have done it, give them 50% weightage. This is my suggestion, and then have additional 50% on the questions that you can frame based on the material that is covered, and then use that for a uniform grading of the students. So I think that's the best method in my opinion. And if you've got any questions on this or any suggestions about this, and yes, we can discuss for next 15 minutes, because that seems to be of concern for a lot of people. Okay. So the assignments can be locally evaluated by the teachers, and then they can give marks for the assignments that the students have done. My suggestion is give 50% weightage at least for the assignments that they have done, and then do the remaining. This is my suggestion. Okay. uh, right. The grading should closely follow the efforts that the students have put in learning. Then what they have done during the course of the study should be used, rather than just one single exam where the exam may not have much relation to what they have put in the effort and then studied. Then such a thing may not be really a best way to judge a great student, right? So anyway, so but you have to look at it from the point of view of how we have been doing so far and how we would like to actually take this course to the grading stage, and then use that, give the credit for the students who have registered. I've told that quite a few students have actually filled up the form that we asked them to fill. That is very good. I'm very happy about it. And then I know quite a few students are serious in doing things, and then it's very nice. We're happy to do whatever we can to help them learn more. You know, that's where we get the pleasure as teachers. So we're very happy to actually make them learn more. Okay. Yeah. Any questions you have now on this, or you want me to make some suggestions to college in terms of, if you have some difficulty and you need some suggestions on this, please let me know. That seems to be of a bit of a concern for the students, and I want to teachers, so I want to address that first. Okay. Um, Is that fine? All of you are in sync with whatever I've told. I think I see only few colleges today, and the fewer colleges than uh, normal session, because this being a Saturday, I don't know how many colleges will be, you know, working today. Any questions, any concerns you have, please put it on the chat box. I'll go a little bit one by one. Are the colleges publishing their video also today to me? Which college is publishing the video? I'll go one after the other and see the. It's not publishing. 48 is publishing. Okay, so let me just go one after the other. Let's start the interaction. Okay. There's some chat here. Yeah, so this Vijayanagaram campus, yeah, you can see.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, is Venkatesh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good morning, Venkatesh. So how are you doing?
Fine, sir. How are you, sir?
Yeah, fine. Yeah. So uh, I think, since you've been taking, active lead and following it, I suggest that you also take an active coordination of the course, because I was talking to Murthy. I found that Kakinada has some difficulties, because of I don't know what their the semester seems to be little off or something like that. I don't know, but you can sort of give some lead to all the colleges in terms of, what I suggest is the assignments can be locally, evaluated, by the teachers, but we expect a copy to be submitted to us also. Okay, so I think
Okay, sir.
Abhinay actually shared the link where they can submit the assignment, right? He has not done it, but he will do that. All the students have to submit their assignments to us for our evaluation, but we won't share that evaluation with the colleges. Colleges have to do a local evaluation with the teacher. Okay, is that clear?
Okay, sir.
So you have to evaluate all your students, and then you have to give marks locally. We won't do any evaluation, but the students have to submit the assignments to us also, uh, so that we can see how they are progressing. But that's only for our assessment rather than for sharing it with the university. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and I suggest that you keep 50%, 50% of the marks for this, for the practical side of things, sitting and doing the assignments. Okay, so you know what each student has done and how he has progressed. So take those assignments, evaluate them, and then put the marks based on that for 50%. Okay, remaining
Okay,
50%, what I suggest, yeah,
sir.
remaining
Actually,
50.
that I have to talk to our head of the department, sir, because here we don't have that assignment concepts. So that evaluation is only mid-sem and then end-sem, sir. So I have to talk to them, sir. I will confirm you after that.
Yeah, see, when we started this course, I did want them to plan all this before. Then the vice chancellor gave me the impression that, we will start this and then we will sort of, since the government is in a hurry to start this program, Moocs program, they were very keen on we starting it and not delaying it to next semester. That's how we have actually agreed. But then, see, then. The pattern of mid-semester and then end semester will not take into account the assignment weightage, okay. So this
Yes.
reform also should be in place for people to be able to get evaluated. Otherwise, a lot of questions that are coming in terms of how the evaluation and all that, that seems to concern most of the people, not learning part, okay, right?
Yes.
So the guidance from us should be taken in terms of evaluating the students. If the exam, checks something else, and then what we teach is something, then the students will be at loss, right?
Yes, sir.
So the learning objectives should be tuned to what they have learned and then check on that rather than, have some stupid exam at the end of it which they won't be able to see what they have learned has no meaning with the exam part. Then that kind of system we should not have, okay,
Yes.
right? That's the reason
Yes.
why they're asking what is the material, what is it. I think they're tuned to this all-in-one model, in those places. So, they're
Yes.
more concerned about not asking questions and understanding what we are teaching. What they're interested in is the material, okay. Which material, which book, which question, which will come in the exam because that seems to be bothering them. Obviously so, we can't blame them, right? So
Yes.
we should move away from that kind of model, and since this first time the interactions are happening, you should actually make sure because this course largely we wanted to give them practice orientation. That was very clear for
Yes.
us from the beginning. Okay, we want them to sit, implement things, and learn by doing things rather than just by, another exam they will write and another, without even touching the machine and not even writing a simple Java program. They didn't want, we're not looking at them finishing the course, right?
Yes, sir.
So that is the idea of having this course for these students. So from that perspective, they should be given weightage, and the teachers should take a lot of responsibility in terms of checking on this and giving the correct marks to the student. That's why we are asking that let them submit it to us. That's only a backup copy that we'll maintain. But the individual teachers, let them do the evaluation because we won't have the bandwidth and we don't have the ability to correct all these assignments that are coming to us, okay, right? But a copy suddenly should be available with us what they have done, okay, and the teachers
Okay.
should take the responsibility and should do the no correction and give 50% of the marks. Please give my suggestions. I'll also speak to the vice chancellor if needed, because
Okay.
everything should go as per understanding and as per what is best that can be done using this course since the experiment is on, okay. The
Okay.
best benefit should be given to the students. The students should be benefited by this experiment. It is not just that one part they experiment, the other part they do a traditional wrong thing. Then it is not going to help anybody, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so a lot of emphasis has been given in this course on sitting and working, because that is several orders of magnitude difficult. Setting up a Hadoop cluster, working with a Hadoop cluster is several orders of magnitude difficult for all the colleges, and writing programs like even writing client server programs in Java, okay, right? There's a basic
Yes.
understanding that we wanted to impart to the students. So that should be given a lot of weightage. If the student is able to do that, he should be given a lot of weightage and marks should come to that. Okay, right?
Okay.
So I suggest that you do that kind of an evaluation. Then the students will be more focused in terms of asking more what other things they could have done using this course. One of the things that I was interested in is seeing they pick up some projects and do projects in related areas. Once they're given this, they'll be excited and pick up projects, one or two projects. Students can pick up projects from these and then can do interesting projects. Okay, so that
Yes, sir.
is how we should actually help these students. Largely this we should see how they are benefited and what learning is happening for them rather than just one more course as a traditional, like where the teacher is replaced, local teacher is replaced by a remote teacher. That doesn't really help, okay, right?
Yes, sir.
So do that and then let me know if there are any further suggestions on this. I'll come back to you because you've asked that question of whether it's a map reduce is Turing complete. I will try to little bit touch upon, not too much, but then also look at other things that the students can do, okay, as part of the project.
Okay, sir.
Okay, okay, fine, yeah, thank you. Um,
Yes.
is there any other college that's, yeah, I think Goodlawallery College is also doing, so I will sort of go over there. Um, yeah, I'm seeing this college also. Yeah, Goodlawallery College. Who is the teacher here who is coordinating this? Can I have his name, please? Who is the teacher no, coordinating this here? Can I have his name? I'm not able to hear. Is the voice muted there? Hello? Not getting the voice back. Yeah, yeah. Okay, now go ahead. Yeah. Are you the teacher, madam?
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Are you the teacher for the class?
Sir.
What's your name, madam?
Bharati, sir.
Arati. Okay. So,
Bharati.
Bharati.
Sir.
Okay. Okay. We gave the evaluation pattern, and then what? No, I think you probably have to still coordinate with the. But what I suggest is you follow this pattern and then give a lot of weightage for the students as a teacher. If they have done a hands-on and they have learned the concepts by actually doing things, Okay. So let the students work on the assignments and then send these assignments also back to us back on our server so that we'll retain a copy of this. Okay. A lot of local evaluation can happen as part of the whole process because we won't be able to do a centralized evaluation of this. So the teacher is the key to evaluating this whole thing. So what we suggest is the teacher take the responsibility for the local evaluation of the things. Okay. Right. Yeah. So that's, I think, do you have any questions, madam? Suggestions?
Sir, our students are very much
Mm.
interested and very much benefited to do this course, sir.
Mm.
Our students wants to talk with you, sir.
Yeah.
Morning, sir.
Yes. What's your name?
Morning, sir. Nishant.
What's your Nishant?
Nishant. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Yeah.
he is
Please
very
go
much
ahead.
benefited with this big data course, sir. Sir,
Mm. Yeah. Please go ahead. If you have any
we have
question or
benefited
anything that you would like to add.
sir, we want to
Yeah. Please go.
extend this course for next semester also, sir. We are very interested in this course, sir.
Um, See, we have to see, we have to see the, issues of. I'm seeing a lot of students. We have to also evaluate, how far this has gone, and then, um, and we have to look at the models, right? So we will suddenly like to, you know, have this done in some way, but we have to figure out how best we can, sort of extend this thing further. One constraint is basically, the this seems to be a little bit of a stressful thing, because yesterday also I had taken a very late night flight, and then I was back only in the campus at about 1:30, 2 o'clock, Uh, so teaching a full-fledged this thing has its own stressful aspects. Everybody, okay, everybody will. Yeah, taking a full semester thing with the current practical load looks a little difficult given my current commitments. Even my students, I should also thank Abhinay and others because they are the guys who partly take the brunt of my load. This guy was pitching in when I was not around, so the load is coming on to him. So it's not easy to actually maintain the uh, this kind of a stressful pattern, right? So it's the time demand on us is extremely high. I did this for this time mainly because this is the university is where I studied and I wanted to give something back. So that was how I reluctantly agreed. I knew that this is a bit of a much of a commitment because time is difficult. In fact, I have two more courses that's currently I'm teaching at IIT Madras. Okay, so this essentially becomes a three-course load, which is extremely high load. And also, since it's a remote class, I won't be able to see what's happening with the students. That also is a problem. Largely, the system there looks like little more ad hoc because suddenly they say that this 1 week students are not there because they have a holidays and things like that. Uh, and then they just declare it just 2 days before they say the whole week is off. That kind of planning is a bit difficult for us because we need um, the demand on the time is too high here. So those are the things that I'm seeing are little difficult. The other most difficult part is there people seems to be tuned more for exams. So everything they're asking, what is the material, what is the which book they should be looking at, which particular chapter they should be looking at. They can look at any book in any chapter. So that also is sort of a bit stressful because the way the learning seems to be happening there is slightly different. Tuning seems to be so that also needs to be changed. These I'm seeing are practical problems of. So we need to do some more planning, and then see that this doesn't become too much stressful for us, and also it should not be too much stressful for you also because you should not be getting concerned what exam is going to come, how am I going to fare in the exam. Those kind of problems you should not face as students, right? Students should be happily learning things and they should enjoy learning. That's the if students don't enjoy learning, what is the fun. So students should enjoy learning and then from that they should be excited, they should be doing more things. That's how everybody around you should also be happy. Your parents also will be happy if you're happy. So if you're not happy, your parents also won't be happy, right? So the whole thing will cascade. So students are primarily should be happy learning. So that is the primary requirement. Otherwise, it will become very stressful for us and for you, for everybody. So some parts the university seems to be experimenting, which is good. But I think they have to go the full step and then look at every part of it and then change it. Otherwise, this is not very beneficial. This is going to be more stressful because suddenly they declare holidays. This semester for you, the semester itself started, this course started 3 weeks into the semester. Now it's closing. They say last week they say today is the last day for the course. When we are still, have to do a little bit more for you people, ideally, when we are now peaking. We made the installation, we did everything. Now, another few lectures will give you the best benefit, how MapReduce exactly works and what are the problems with MapReduce and how you can think of projects on MapReduce. So all those things will require at least few more weeks for us to ideally do a best job, right? But now they're telling no, today is the last day because the whole semester is ending today, and it started 3 weeks late. You know, so these are things that are difficult for us. On a Saturday, I'm coming for a 3 week thing. Coming yesterday night at 2 o'clock. Uh, uh, feel little tired also because physical body has its own limitations, right? So these are things that are no practical issues of doing a remote course. So we have to see how best we can sort of further plan it and improve. Right now, this experiment we are evaluating how good is the experiment. That's where we also wanting to now go to the students, look at them, what's happening, and then figure out how we should be continuing this. We certainly would like to help as long as students get benefited. That's the best thing that can happen. We can stretch ourselves because there is a happiness in doing it, right? Otherwise, it becomes a bit stressful. We'll certainly keep your input in mind, but then let us see how we can plan it further. That's important. Yeah. Any other questions you have?
We are very happy to learn all by doing the practical. Our students are.
Yeah, I
Some of our
understand
students are
because I understand this because I know Gudlavalleru College, your principal and head has made several requests for me for my personal visit to your college and never been able to come to your college. I feel bad because I remember there's a workshop on grid computing and several times he made a request and then I couldn't physically travel. But a few of my students went there as a this thing and then I did remember they installed Vishwa there in this college. Uh, so that way coming over the remote sense and then at least doing a little bit for this college, I'm happy. Uh, and also my parents, my father is still there, my mother is not there, they are in Vijayawada, so my wife also comes from a place near that place, so from that sense we would be happy to do something, right? um, I think my wife is just a few kilometers away from your native place is a few kilometers away from your place. So from that sense we'll be very happy to be doing something for colleges like yours. That way it's a pleasure to do this. Especially the remote mode seems to be a lot more easier for us to reach colleges which otherwise were difficult to be addressed. We're very happy to do it. Hope the best benefit will come to this college by this. A few colleges seems to have fairly well benefited by this. I see your college plus Vijayanagaram colleges. Seems to be colleges that have regularly. Uh, that was very nice.
want to
Yeah.
do our four of our students are placed due to learning this course. Recent jobs.
Sure, we will figure out. We will figure out maybe a model outside the, regular evaluation pattern model, and sort of have some mechanisms by which we can take extra 15 lectures or 20 lectures for all of you. That's the model that I see might work out best, as we did in the QEEE, where 15 lectures were done by us, for 120 colleges. So we'll figure out a model. I think certainly something has to be worked out, but which model will work best has to be looked at given various things that are happening. Yeah, that's nice. So all these students have been able to do their assignments now. Is the cluster working in your place now?
Yes, sir. The help of
Cluster is
Gudlavalleru
working.
College, we create a cluster in our college, sir. Because
Yeah, so
those
it's a whole. Hmm. So they've been able to. Can the students put up their hands? How many of them actually did the initial assignment on the Java threads? Splitting the read and write into separate threads. How many of them have done that assignment? Can the students put up their hands? It's a large number. Okay, yeah. What about the cluster? The one assignment on frequently occurring words. Have you started doing that, or have you finished doing that? Anybody has done that assignment?
they are trying, sir, started
They are doing it now. Okay. Okay. Fine. Yeah. Yeah.
work
Fine. Yeah.
over, sir.
Good. Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Is any other college publishing their video, please? Can you just put their, see, we can teach you a little bit more. I'm not seeing, can you four, are you publishing a video, please? Kakinada seems to be publishing their thing. Let me go back to this college. I've not seen this college for a while now. Hello? Is this Jntuk Kakinada? Hello? Is this Jntuk Kakinada? Can you brighten the lights? I'm not able to see you at all. Is this light switched off? Because you are seeing my video, I guess. Okay. For a minute, if you can put the lights on, I can see if there are students there. Or if it's an empty hall, you know. Are there students there? Not able to get any interaction back from this place. Any other college? See, I want to go to each college because that's important for me. See, as a teacher, we'd like to see what's happening with the college. Without that, we feel very uncomfortable. We're still traditional teachers, and we'd like to have some idea of what's happening with the student. Without that, it's a bit of a problem. And then, unless we get a feel for the students and see them, we don't feel happy. Right? Jntuk Kakinada, I'm getting some video. I don't know what it is. Can people put the lights on or something? Is anybody there, or there's nobody and then it's just switched on? What about Vishnu Institute of Technology? This is. Are you publishing a video, please? What about other colleges? Are they publishing their video or they're not publishing their video? Okay. Uh, so is there something that you want still? No, excuse me, sir, or HOD professor. I'd like to talk to you regarding the coursework and evaluation. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So I just come back there to this college. Yes. Can I? Yeah. Have this. Yeah. Yeah. There's something coming in there. You probably have to. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Please go ahead, madam. Yeah. Please go ahead, madam.
Hello.
Hello.
I think,
Yeah.
yes, sir. Sir, good morning, sir. This is
Good
Professor
morning.
Rajalakshmi,
Good
HOD
morning, madam.
CSE, sir. Good morning, sir. Sir, our
Good morning.
students, they are very much interested in your course, and we are very much thankful to you, sir. All your lectures, they are all very much inspired, and with your permission, if you extend your service for the coming semester, all our students will be benefited, sir. That's what I would like to convey, and my sincere thanks on behalf of both the departments, CSC and IT, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Only thing is, we are waiting for your reply for your next semester for your service, sir, for the same.
Yeah, as I said, we are looking at it now. We are looking at the yeah this yeah, we are looking at how we can, as I said, full semester course, giving a full semester course Yeah, we have to look at it. So we have to see, how best we can do that thing. So we'll come back to you on that. We're also evaluating what is the, model that we can sort of, look at and then propose that model. Some more planning suddenly in terms of exam and all that is probably needed. So we will sort of, suddenly we'll see, we do our best. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So,
And
yeah.
as per your suggestion, as you suggested, 50% assignment evaluation, as you are already given, so they will follow as per your instructions, sir. Our
Thank you very much.
Venkatesh he has informed, so as per instruction, our students will follow, sir.
Yeah, that is mainly to benefit the students and then make them feel comfortable that whatever is happening is directly used for evaluation of their this thing, marks. Otherwise, there will be they will get tensed up. I see that the tension for the students doing this course is how the evaluation is going to be. That seems
Yes.
bother them quite a bit. So we need to address that issue because they should not feel the evaluation is going to put them to some stress and disadvantage compared to other students. So
Yes, sir.
please take care of that. That's important. Okay.
Sure, sir. As per your direction, he will follow. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
This is Rajshekhar, sir, from JN Division.
Yeah, Rajshekhar, tell me.
Sir, I had doubts, sir, in co-occurrence board, sir.
Yeah, tell me what is the doubt.
Sir, in HDFS divides the data into 64 MB blocks, sir.
Hmm.
If the first block's last word is co-occurrence with the second block's first word, sir, then what, sir? The solution?
Oh, so basically what you're saying is now if the co-occurrence is that's excellent question. That possibly will be now unless you do an additional checking to see that uh, that last word is co-occurring with the first word of the next block. Okay, that you have to do an additional care. That won't be checked, right? So these are problems that you will actually see in some sense, but then largely these computations don't really take care of, these are not exact values that you will be interested in. There will be a few things will be off, right? So yes, those problems will be there since you have a threshold, and then uh, most of the time you're using that for mining, right? So from that perspective, you ignore those things, right? If you want to do that, then you have to additionally keep checking the last this thing of the block with the next first block. You have to do additional processing, okay. That won't happen, you're right, that won't happen right now. Okay, that's excellent. That means you're thinking. I can see that. Yeah.
I have one more doubt, sir. Like, if
Go
the suppose the line length itself is more than a block as well as a more than 2 GB, what happens, sir?
line,
The length
single
of the
line.
line. Yes, sir.
What do you mean by length of the line? Because nobody can put like that, right? It's a formatting thing. So it's a file, right? File will be.
I won't be pressing new line, sir, or enter when I am typing something.
That's
So
just a
then,
formatting, right? That's a formatting, right? So basically, your new line, the whole book can be considered as one line. One can do that, right? So it's a question of just formatting part. So those things can be handled easily. That's not a problem. Okay. Yeah, all that you require is to say that what your line is the end of some or fixed length characters sizes, and then you can use the fixed length characters to process the input stream, right? One can do that. So that's a new line is just an abstraction, so you can always change the abstraction to process your input strings. What you're processing is the input strings, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, the strings are very large, even if it's 2 GB or 10 GB or 10 terabytes, they're just text strings. That's it. Yeah.
That's why. Uh,
See, the
what
minute
happens if
you want to handle it as a single string, then the Hadoop is not useful, right? So you're splitting the input strings, right? That's what the key thing here. So you don't want to store a 2 GB string in your main memory and want to handle it by one single Java program. Okay, that would have been an interesting, exercise. Write a program, single sequential program, and that takes the entire string of 2 GB and then looks for the keywords versus you split it and then handle it across okay, into 64 MB blocks and handle it over those 64 MB blocks. Yeah,
okay, sir.
yeah,
Thank you, sir.
yeah, that's fine. One can compare a single process versus the Hadoop processing by splitting it and then doing it multiple processes, right? Yeah. Okay. Any other question? Right. So, yeah, I think this college is also publishing its video now. Let me just go to this college. Which is this college? I think. Hello. Yeah, it's not completely visible. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah. Which is this college?
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning. Sir, is it
Yes.
audible? Sir, I am Devi, a faculty at Pharmacy University. Hello.
Hello.
I am Devi, a faculty.
Your voice is not clear, madam.
Hello. Sir, is it audible?
Yeah, you're audible, but your voice is not very clear. Maybe you should keep the mic a little distance because it's echoing from your this thing. You keep little distance the mic and speak. Maybe then it will be easier for us to get the
Sir, I am Devi.
yeah. Now it's better. Maybe keep little more distance. Then it will be easy for us to. Otherwise, there's an echo. Yeah. Yeah. Please go ahead. Yeah.
Sir, I am Devi.
Uh, which college is this, madam? Aditya Engineering College. Okay. Yeah. Please. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Sir, we have already started.
You have started exams. Huh? Mm. This video that you're publishing is not very clear, madam. Is that
Sir, I am Venkaramna.
Yeah,
Hello, sir. I am Venkaramna.
yeah, please. Yeah, I'm able to hear you.
I am student of IT Engineering College, sir.
Yeah,
We have already started assignments on big data, sir.
mm, that's good. Yeah,
Sir,
which assignments? Mm,
sir, the assignments which are you are given about word count and your paper,
Okay,
sir.
okay, okay. So, is the cluster running? How many nodes you're running your cluster? How many nodes you're running your cluster?
Yes, sir. We just started now.
Mm.
So,
So, how many nodes you're running your cluster?
sir, I think it's single node.
Single node. Single node. What is the okay? So, why you're not running it on a cluster on multiple nodes? You're Venkat Ramana, right? Yeah.
Sir, we have installed a Hadoop in our section.
Mm. Sure. Yeah, that's good. That's very good. Yeah.
But we have problem with some map reducing problem.
What problem?
Sir, am I audible?
Yeah. Please go ahead. Yeah.
Sir, in my laptop I have installed Hadoop, but I'm not getting while uploading a file. I got some problems,
Mm.
so I'm going to solve it.
Okay.
Sir, I have we already the doubts we are asked earlier.
Mm.
Sir, we want to do some projects on big data Hadoop.
Mm.
Last time we have sent a mail to you, sir, your email ID,
Mm.
but you didn't give reply to that.
Mm. Yeah. 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 Any other college publishing their this thing, their video? Yeah. So we will. Yeah. Yeah. We'll look at it. We will see how we should be. Uh, yes. Okay. So I think any other questions people have, please put it on the chat box. Okay. Um, And any other doubts or anything that you have, please communicate to please communicate to Abhinay. Okay, please communicate these things to Abhinay. Any further doubts or questions that you have, and then we hope to actually come back, and help you in case there are too many questions. Then I think we will sort of have one session by him to handle the things. Okay. Yes, I think. That's it. I think this is very useful interaction session. So we know that the students are doing the assignments. So um, yes, see what we will do is we'll sort of give you a list of we will now see if we can, since we have the email IDs of the students, if possible we'll try to, Abhinay will communicate a list of projects. I think as we were doing it, we suggested some projects. See, one of the reasons for giving this boss mule on Hadoop stack is one of the interesting projects that you can do is this will be a little bit of a deep level project. One of the important things for the Hadoop performance is the disk performance. Okay, how well you're able to read write the disk. That will affect the performance of the Hadoop MapReduce execution times. Okay. The reason somebody was asking in the beginning why we are actually giving the Mool on Mool, not Ubuntu and other operating systems. One of the reasons for giving the boss Mool is the minimalistic object-oriented Linux is the only operating system, Linux distribution in the world that has the C++ device driver framework available with this operating system. In fact, Jntuk Kakinada has an MOU with CDAC, for actually making it available for all the colleges in Jntuk Kakinada. So this operating system will allow you to write filters to the kernel. Okay. Now, one of the questions that, in fact, we used that for the database course and the database assignments also. That's being used by a lot of colleges now on the boss mule stack doing the database assignments, where also we look at the database performance along with the operating system performance. You can write filters and then improve the performance of the database system. We actually give those assignments, and then there is a program by IIT Madras for certification available for college students under that. The college should actually send an email. If you're interested, you should send an email. Your college should send an email for getting more information on using this for I'm just giving the email address. Since this came up for projects, I'm giving this. There's one Madhu, one person by name. I also introduce him to you. Okay, is it Madhu 2908 2805? Sorry, I think there's a correction in the 2805. Is it at gmail.com? This is his address. You can do a lot of interesting projects on actually Hadoop also on a similar way. The first thing that you can see is the read-write performance of the Hadoop blocks on a machine is extremely important for the performance of the MapReduce. So what you can do is you can take a 5-node cluster or a 10-node cluster and can start seeing how the MapReduce performs on a 10-node cluster or a 5-node cluster. And if these clusters each disk could be performing differently. Each disk could be performing uh, at a different speed. The disk is the most critical part, because the blocks are stored on the disk. So the read-write performance on the disk affects the Hadoop performance. Okay. Now you can write filters to the operating system, the Mool kernel, using the C++ drivers. You can use a filter framework for writing the, for intercepting the read-write calls, measuring the performance of these read-write calls, and use this data collected. For example, if you have 10,000 nodes, big data for big data now. So you can collect the performance, disk performance, and use the disk performance for giving. Now everybody is getting 64 MB block, right? Now you can decide some nodes can get 128 MB, some nodes can get 256 MB. Depends, depending on if the disk is performing well compared to some other disk, then you can change the Hadoops, the uh, the amount of blocks that you're putting on these different nodes. You can change and use that for optimizing the Hadoop performance, Hadoop block performance, overall MapReduce performance. This is an excellent project. This is one project people can think of, and that's the reason why we gave that Mool framework, Boss Mool. So you can suddenly set up a Boss Mool lab in your thing, which can be used for database course, for doing all the assignments in database course, which can be used for doing projects in big data. So a lot of these are possible if you get this operating system and install it. Lots of experiments are possible in operating system. This touches on operating systems, databases, and big data. Okay, that's what is more important for colleges to be doing this. Okay, please write to Mathu. He will give you more details on this, how you can get this in your college, how the program can be started in your college. You can check with him. Okay. The other project is on Vishwa. For example, on Vishwa, a lot of new ideas and new projects are possible. See, for example, Vishwa currently, as you can see, is supporting. I think you've also programmed on Vishwa. If I want to do a cloud seed experiment, I can see that the 10 dot addresses will limit uh, getting to the cloud, right? We will suddenly be interested in supporting a project. If colleges are interested, extending Vishwa with a cloud seed experiment is possible. Okay, we can share the code and then you can make some changes, and then you can make that local plus the remote servers, which we put it as a cloud seed. We can actually connect up a few colleges trying to do this experiment together, and we can seed an experiment on this, which we again talked during the course of this. That's the kind of experiments that we would like to now support, which can lead to even good research ideas as part of the further work by people. Okay. So write to me. The college, Aditya College, is asking for some projects. So this is the kind of project that's possible, but we have to still put in place some structures so that we should see how we can support these student projects. Okay. Right now we are not able to support any student projects here directly because we don't have the bandwidth, okay, for supporting the student projects as part of the group here. But as and when it's possible, we'll certainly support more student projects. And this is one project that's possible. Maybe we can see a few colleges and see how few colleges can work together on a project like cloud seeding project, that we can think of. Okay. There is also, finally, if you're looking at, for example, you've looked at the MapReduce, this thing, I will just share a desktop and then show you one thing that you may be interested in this work. We couldn't cover a lot of things that we probably used to cover as part of the course. Yes, so that I will sort of show the uh, This is a paper that we published sometime, extending MapReduce across clouds with B-Stream. Okay, so this work talks about how MapReduce can be executed on multiple clouds. For example, MapReduce is expected to work only on a single cloud because the latencies of accessing the disk blocks and all that is no quite easy. As you can see, this is a paper in IEEE Transactions on Cloud Computing in September 2014. This is work by few of my students together, Sriram Kailasam, Pratik Davalia, Balaji Geeta Iyer, and myself. The idea is to actually see as the MapReduce extends only on a single, executes on a single cloud. Now, how do we extend it to multiple clouds? For example, there's an internal cloud and an external cloud. How will you actually execute MapReduce on multiple clouds, right? So that's where basically we have this new architecture called, you do batch processing in the internal cloud and you do stream processing in the external cloud, okay, using the Kafka message queue. So this is the kind of architecture that was developed as part of this executing MapReduce on multiple clouds. To just give you the kind of problem that this causes, for example, if you have two different separate set of clouds, you have one cluster in your college and another cluster in another college, and you want to execute MapReduce jobs across both these two clusters, how do you support that? Okay, this is by a good implementation of this itself can be a good project for a BTech student. Taking this paper and attempting to implement this paper, okay, with all the technologies given in this paper, understanding this paper, implementation of this paper itself could be a very useful exercise for somebody working in these colleges. Okay, this, if you have problem in understanding this now, since we have taught you, and then if you have any problem in understanding this, you can come back to us. We can sort of help you in actually getting the implementation done. Here are the four people. As you can see, Sriram is in now IIT Mandi with a PhD. Did his PhD at IIT Madras, and now he's at IIT Mandi. In fact, I thought that I'll request him to do some classes for you. Okay, but we didn't do. The other three are MS students. Okay, and the last is myself. Okay, right. More time, we would have covered more things, but unfortunately, we have limited time, so I think we will sort of stop here. That possibly gives you some idea of. Okay. Right. I think that brings us to the close of this course. Okay, hopefully I've enjoyed doing this course, and I hope to actually see that you take more exciting work and projects in this area and then prosper. Big data is really becoming big, so it's a lot of new technologies are coming in the space, so it's really exciting to be in this area, and I there is a question here. Is it similar to SETI at home? The difference between SETI at home is SETI at home, they give you the code that you bring back. The client will bring back the code, whereas here you are voluntarily connecting up the computers and anybody can program any Java code on them. So it's not just SETI at home. SETI at home is only for one specific piece of code. So they give you the client software. You install the client software, then you actually bring that piece of code and execute that piece of code on your computer. So it's not exactly same as here. Actually, you are doing a peer-to-peer cloud, which means that the voluntary compute cloud is created on which any node can do parallel programming. Okay, that means you can effectively write any program to work on these clouds. Okay, so it's a It's a voluntary cloud formation using the Vishwa. Okay, that's what you will be doing there rather than this thing. Yes. Okay. So I think with that we come to the end of this thing. Um, so I expect you to go ahead and then fare well in your exams and do well subsequently. Right. Any further doubts you have, please send an email to Abhinay and we'll see how we can help you out. Okay, good. Yeah. So bye then. Have a nice weekend and then enjoy. Bye.